Welcome to another TOEFL Listening Practice video. In this video, you will listen to a lecture, answer some questions about it, review the correct answers and explanations. Don't forget to subscribe for more TOEFL listening practice.
The term climate justice has been growing in prominence as it seeks to bring attention to the ethical and human rights aspects of climate change. It highlights the reality that the impacts of climate change are not uniformly felt. Wealthier nations, which have contributed the most to greenhouse gas emissions due to industrialization, are better equipped to manage the consequences. In contrast, poorer countries, which have historically contributed less to the global carbon footprint, are often more vulnerable to its devastating effects. This raises the question of fairness and responsibility in addressing climate change. One of the central tenets of climate justice is the disproportionate burden faced by marginalized communities. These groups, often living in regions that are more prone to environmental damage, find themselves at the front lines of the climate crisis. A prime example of this is small island nations in the Pacific, where rising sea levels are already threatening to submerge entire countries. Likewise, in the Arctic, indigenous peoples whose livelihoods depend on traditional hunting and fishing practices face significant disruption due to melting ice caps and changing ecosystems. These populations frequently lack both the political power and financial resources to adapt to these rapid changes. The principle of common but differentiated responsibilities is a core concept in international climate negotiations. This principle recognizes that all nations should take action to combat climate change, but wealthier industrialized countries should shoulder more responsibility because of their historic contributions to greenhouse gas emissions and their greater financial capacity to implement solutions. In other words, countries that have benefited the most from industrialization should lead in addressing the damage caused by climate change. Another key element of climate justice is ensuring that the transition to sustainable energy does not worsen existing inequalities. For instance, while shifting from fossil fuels to renewable energy is necessary to reduce emissions, this process must be managed carefully. Workers and communities that rely on industries like coal or oil need support during this transition. Without proper planning, these regions could face severe economic hardships as jobs in fossil fuel industries disappear. Climate justice advocates argue that governments must provide economic opportunities, training, and support to help workers transition into new, sustainable sectors. Furthermore, addressing climate change requires international cooperation. Wealthier countries must not only reduce their own emissions, but also support less developed nations in mitigating and adapting to climate change. Mechanisms such as the Green Climate Fund have been established to provide financial aid to these countries, allowing them to invest in renewable energy, improve infrastructure, and develop climate resilience strategies. However, critics argue that current financial commitments are insufficient to meet the growing needs of the most affected regions. In summary, climate justice is an evolving framework that calls for a fair and equitable approach to addressing climate change. It demands that wealthier nations take greater responsibility in mitigating the crisis, while also ensuring that vulnerable populations receive the support they need to adapt to the changes already underway.
1. What does the concept of climate justice primarily address? 2. According to the lecture, which populations are most affected by climate change? 3. Why is the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities important in climate justice? 4. What can be inferred about the Green Climate Fund? 5. Why does the lecturer mention the transition to renewable energy? 6. What does the lecturer imply about the need for international cooperation in climate change efforts?